We're going to start off here first with the 1969 $1 bill. Now this Federal Reserve note here looks like a very normal $1 bill on both sides. However, we want to pay attention to the numbers on the bill, the serial numbers. So these numbers are supposed to match as well as the letters on both sides of the bill. Now, you can look for this not just on $1 bills, but on fives, all kinds of different denominations, right? So the number here on the left side of the bill starts with 689, but here on the right side of the bill, it starts with 679. So that second digit is mismatched. The 8 on the left side is mismatched with the 7 on the right side. So you can actually have a digit missing, anywhere in the serial number. It doesn't have to be the second digit. It could be the first digit. It could actually be the prefix letter, like the F and the A here next to the numbers, or it could be multiple numbers in the bill. So keep that in mind. That will give your bill a lot of value. Now, what also gives the bills value, just like coins, is the conditions. So if you have a bill graded, just like if you have a coin graded, it's going to have a number. Of course, the higher the number, closer to 70, the better the condition the bill or the coin will be, which will give it a lot more value the better the condition it's in. In this case, this $1 bill sold for over $600. Next up is a $2 bill from 1976. Now, this is the same exact thing, but I want to show you guys that it is taking place on a different digit. So we see that it ends here on the left side. The serial number ends with 8400, but here on the right side, it ends with 8500. So the 4 and the 5 are mismatched, and it's in very good condition. This $2 bill sold for over $900. Moving on to a cutting error. Now, this is pretty obvious if you're just going through your bills real fast. This is something that would, stand out and catch your eye very quickly. So it's a 1977 $1 bill. Of course, we can see that there at the bottom of the bill, the top of another bill, and then that being cut off there at the top as well. Now, what makes this bill cool is that it's actually a star note as well. So we'll see that star at the end of the serial number. There's a lot of star notes out there that are common and are not valuable, but there are star notes out there that can be very valuable. In this case, it's cool that it's a star note and a cutting error because star notes are used to replace other bills. So having an error like this on a star note is very unique. That's why the $1 bill sold for over $400. Next up is a gutter fold. We've talked about these in some previous currency videos here on YouTube, but this one here is pretty unique. It's got 3 different folds there. So the bill or the paper was folded when the design was printed there onto the paper. So we can see that once you unfold the bill, unfold the paper there, you can see the gap in the lines there where it was folded. So that is a pretty unique type of error as well. This $1 bill sold for over $350. Now here's something that I've shown in a previous video as well. It's a 1977 $1 bill. It does have an insufficient inking error, which we see that it is missing the seals and the serial numbers on the bill. And that will give it value along with its condition. This $1 bill sold for over $500. Now this one is almost the same case. So we're missing the seals and the serial numbers here on the front of this 1977 Federal Reserve notes. So the seals and the serial number, or as known as the overprint, is actually taking place here on the back of the bill, which is very cool, and that will give the bill value. This $1 bill sold for over $430. Now here's an older $5 bill. We did look at mismatched serial numbers. This is the last one that we're gonna look at in this video. Now this one here might be very, very tricky to catch because you got 445, and then here on the right side you got 455. So the second digit there, the 4 and the 5 is mismatched. 445, 455. Ooh, that one's a close one. You'd really have to pay attention very close to that one. So it is in very good condition as well. This $5 bill sold for over $525. Here's a 1985 $1 bill. It's not in the best condition, kind of a more lower grade in comparison to some of the bills that we've been looking at. But this is a misalignment error there with the overprint, with the seals and serial number. Very obvious, something like this. Of course, you don't have to, look very closely at the bill or anything. This $1 bill sold for over $200 in that condition. not too bad. Now here is a 1988 $1 bill. We see here on the front, it looks very, very normal, but here on the back side of the bill is where we have that inverted back. So pretty self-explanatory there. You know, always pay attention to both sides of your bills, and something like this, again, you don't have to inspect very closely. This $1 bill sold for over $870. Could you imagine coming across that? That would be a nice payday for a $1 bill. Now here is a $20 bill from 1996. Looks normal here on the front, but again, here on the back of the bill is where we have that inverted back. So this $20 bill sold for over $1,200. Can you believe that? $1,200. Now here is a $50 bill from 1996. It has an offset printing error. So if we look at the 50 here on the back of the bill, we can kind of remember that design of that 50 there in the corner, right? Well, we can actually see it coming through here on the left side of the front of the bill. You actually see the 50 here at the bottom, as well as at the top of the bill. So it looks backwards, of course, because it's from the back of the bill. And this $50 bill sold for nearly $200. Here is a big $100 bill. Now this is a star note as well, which is really cool. And it's from 2013. It does have that cutting error, which we can see on both sides of the bill. This $100 bill sold for over $1,000. I'm uploading coins and currency videos every day here on the channel. So if you guys are new, feel free to consider subscribing. Until tomorrow, I will see you on the comment section below. I got a lot of comments to catch up with. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.